Q, that hat's fire. I can't lie.
Thank
Is
you.
that a flat, like a
Yeah,
snapback?
it's the draft hat from this year. One of them, anyway.
It's so hard, man. I can never pull off a snapback.
I can't, I don't have the head for it, I swear.
Dude, you know what I don't have the head for? This fucking bucket hat that I bought. This shit, it does not look flattering at all. I'll say that. My head is too full of random NFL fun facts to look good in that.
We're looking good, man. We're all repping our teams. Someone's team's coming back with a bye week. I can't wait for this week. Do you know why I can't wait to record today, boys? Do you know the actual reason I can't wait? Because every time we record one of these episodes, that too, but every time we record one of these episodes, either the same day as soon as we stop recording, or the next day, there's some groundbreaking NFL news that we've not been able to speak about because it happened right after we finished recording. So with that being said, welcome to the Dallas Cowboys, Max Crosby. Because it's going to happen as soon as we turn the camera off. I just know it. But yeah, let's jump in, man. Week 8, NFL picks. The 2025 season is cooking. Last week, one of us nearly made life-changing gains. There was nearly not an episode this week. Because if I went 15-0 last week, you would never see me again. The YouTube channel was getting handed over to Key and Q. But unfortunately, one team let me down. One team shattered my dreams. And it was this guy's team over here. Man, let's introduce the panel, because I always forget to do that before we jump into the picks. I'm your host with the most, repping my boy Lamar Jackson. He's back from injury this week. The real MVP, Lamar Jackson, 8 under the 9. That's an improper fraction. Also representing the Dallas Cowboys. We are absolutely cooking this year. And like I say, Max Crosby, welcome to Dallas. To my left, we have Key, the 49ers fan, the man who let me down last week for bro, if I would have put money on that, I would have won like $7,000. I would have moved out. I would have quit YouTube. But yeah, how are we feeling about your team, Key?
I feel good. It's just being a Niners fan. You're always expecting an injury, honestly, and I'm expecting more. I'm a little sad we didn't get George involved, but that's for later anyway. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm.
You what, like 5-2 is the record, I think? I don't know how, with that squad that you've got, I don't know how you're just at 5-2. Kyle Shanahan, coach of the year. Down below us, though, is another man who I want to say is 5-2. Just made that the fuck up so I could transition over to Q, the Green Bay Packers fan. Definitely not, because you've got a draw on the record, but take it away, Q.
Yeah, no, man. Another week where we didn't play up to our fullest, but a win's a win. Keep stacking wins. It doesn't really matter how they come. As long as we're winning, I'm happy.
Okay, Jalen Hurts. I see the games he play. If you are new to the show, make sure to like and subscribe. As always, I always never say that at the start of these episodes. I probably should. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below what team you are representing. So if you are new to the show again, the format, we go over our picks from last week, pay respect to the teams that we picked against. Then we make our picks for the current week. And at the end of the show, gamble responsibly, but we make a little Bet the Boys Pick 6 parlay where we all pick 2 things each to happen in the week. We've come very close this season. We went 5-1 on our Pick 6 parlay the first week we did it. That was almost life-changing gains again. Not really, but still. Last week's Pick 6, we didn't do one, did we, Q? We didn't do one last week.
I don't recall.
Yeah, we didn't do one, or we just won't talk about it. But I'll start off with the paying respects, because I went 14-1 last week. Not too much to say, so I'll get mine out the way quick. I picked the Falcons to beat the Niners. On paper, that was an obvious pick for me. The Falcons have been playing crazy this year. Number 1 defense in the league statistically. Bijan Robinson looking like the second coming of Jesus Christ. Is that even okay to say? I don't even know. If you get mad off that, it doesn't matter if you get mad off that. Bijan Robinson is looking like the MVP. So I was like, give me the Falcons against this injured 49ers team. He's gone out there again and broke me fucking heart. But that's the one team I've got to put respect on. Will I put double respect on them this week by picking them in their game? We'll have to wait and find out. Q, I'll hand it over to you, bro, because I think you were next in the rankings. Hold on, bear with me, boys. Someone's at the
Yep.
door. What the fuck?
The bet is top
I swear-
priority. You'll love
I
it.
swear to God.
You'll love it.
I swear to God, I
Chat,
didn't
do I
see
have
pants on this
aura?
guy when he got up.
Hold on, I can't even hear you. Do I have aura? Because I opened the door and the guy started. I opened the door and the guy just started stuttering. I was like, "Chill out, bro!" Like, but
That's because you're Jeff. That's because you're Teague timing a Lamar jersey at the
I'm
door.
not teague timing. I've got shorts on. Did it look like I was teague timing when I stood up?
Q said, "I swear this guy's not wearing pants."
No, I am wearing pants, like. No, I am your nan, like.
All right.
It is your nan, like, I just don't feel well.
Anyway,
Not the pants.
back to the show. Where were we, Q? It was you paying respects, weren't it?
Yeah. No, outside of one game, we had the same exact picks, so I just got one more game to put some respect on. Obviously, Niners over Falcons. I don't know what the Niners deal is, but it seems the more they get injured, the better they play. It feels like. And again, the only difference we had was the Steelers Bengals game. I am so glad that the Packers got their win over the Bengals before Joe Flacco got that interview being like, "Oh, welcome to the new team. How does it feel to come in the first couple of days and get a win, blah, blah, blah." Like, thank God we had the Jacob Haversick interview instead of the Joe Flacco interview, because I would have been outlandishly mad. But yeah, we got the win. Steelers, unfortunately, did not get the win against the Bengals, and that's all I got respect for this week.
Key, how about you, bro? How was last week, and who do you want to put respect on?
So, it's not the best. It's not bad, but been looking at the past few weeks, I was 7-7 and 8-7. This week I'm 10-5, so I will take it.
On his way up?
I have to pay respects to the Bengals and Joe Flacco. Unbelievable. Dylan Gabriel and the Browns beating fucking Tua. Who'd have thought? The Broncos and the Giants kicker for handing the Giants an L. Who else?
Oh yeah, you picked the Giants. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
That must have been heartbreaking.
I was watching and I was watching, so I was flipping between Cowboys, Packers, Giants. I think, yeah. I was, because I was watching the Cowboys game, and then you guys were like, "Oh, Packers, this." So I flipped the Packers game on, and then Tom texted me about the Giants game, so I flipped the Giants game on, and I'm like, "No way!" As I flipped it on, they scored a touchdown. I'm like, "Yes, get in!" Like, and then yeah, the kicker just stinks. Cowboys, I didn't choose them this week. They won. Great. Lions. I had more faith in Baker, but apparently not. 10-5 though.
Moment of silence for Mike Evans, man. Talking about the Buccaneers Lions game. The streak is over. It's looking like the 1,000-yard season streak. Man, this hurts more than the Undertaker. When they ended the Undertaker streak, bro, honestly, this hurts more than that. But
Put your metal clavicle on the mic, Q.
yeah.
Yeah, it's welcome to the club, brother. It's gonna be rough for a little bit, but he'll get back there probably towards the end of the season. And who knows? What is it? 840 yards in the final 3 weeks? Can he do it?
That depends. Is he playing the Dolphins, the Cowboys, and who else is a bum-ass team? The Jets. If he's playing those three teams in the last 3 weeks, then it's entirely possible. But on the picks last week, I obviously pick on the spread too, so I'm going to be talking today about the spreads. I went 9-6 on the spreads, despite going 14-1 on the moneyline picks. So the spreads a lot harder to call, I would say. Some of them I just had like a bad week. Like I took Raiders plus 12.5 because I thought that's way too big of a spread. They got 31-0 by the Chiefs. Absolutely crazy scenes. But before we move on from week 7, Q, it's time for Q's Corner. Your winners and losers of last week, bro.
Yep. My biggest winner of last week is got to be Joe Flacco and the Bengals. Like I said, I just did not see that coming at all. He's still very new in that system, and just what he was able to do, go toe to toe with one of the greatest to ever do it. Just an outstanding performance from him. And also Jake Browning. Like, how hard is it to read 4 plays and be like, "Oh, throw to Jamar Chase"? Throw to Jamar Chase? Throw to Jamar Chase? Yeah, I could do that. Apparently, some people have it easier time than others, but you know what? I can't blame them a whole lot. But biggest loser of the week. Let me find the stat here. Um, Let me know if this number rings any bells here. 1,602. Does that ring any bells? I see
Don't know
one of you
many
guys smiling a little bit.
Uh,
Is
I
there
know
any
what the number
concussions
is.
to it as?
That's how many times Cameron Scadaboo's ran headfirst into a defender. And you know what? That is actually the number of the wins in a row a team has had when they have an 18-point lead in the final 6 minutes of a game. 1,602. And who put the one right next to it? The New York Football Giants. Oh my God. What happened this game? The Giants were so good to start. Dart throws a pick and starts the bleeding. And this was just an absolutely insane game. I saw Mr. Winners over here drop Cortland Sutton, and I was like, you know what? They're retiring Demaryius Thomas's, or not, they're not retiring his number, but they're putting him in the Ring of
Ring
Honor.
of Honor, yeah.
They're having a huge celebration for him this game. I think the Broncos are going to win no matter what. And they go down 19-0 in the fourth quarter. They score a touchdown on a fluky play. The very next play, it feels like Giants scored their own fluky touchdown. And it's just, they go up, what, 26-8, 18-point lead, 6 minutes left. And then all of a sudden, it just starts pouring down on the Giants. The Broncos are able to make a comeback and win an absolutely insane game. Yeah, their quarterback started the bleeding, but he also tried his best to stop it. He ended up getting another game-leading touchdown at the very end. But, oh my gosh, man, you can blame the kicker all you want because he missed 2 very critical extra points, but their defense did nothing in the fourth quarter. How do you let up 33 points in the fourth quarter? Like, I know there were a lot of people on Twitter, Giants trolls especially, talking shit about like, oh, how's DT doing today? Blah blah blah. Fuck the Broncos. Like those guys got exactly what they deserved this week. And yeah, I knew the Broncos were going to win this week no matter what when they were honoring DT. I did not expect it to come like that at all.
Yeah, it did feel like a game of destiny for the Broncos with everything around it. You know, with, like you say, with DT going in the Ring of Honor, they had the Super Bowl reunion going on. It was at home. The fact that this game started the way it did, I don't think anyone saw coming. But bro, Sean Payton's play calling is don't get me started because I moan about it every week. Did you see Sean Payton, by the way, throwing shots at Russ? And Russ broke character. Did you not see it, Key? I can't even remember what Sean Payton said, but Russ broke character on Twitter and was like still bounty hunting after 15 years. # let's ride with laughing faces. And I'm like, it takes a serious, individual to make the God-fearing Russell Wilson break his God character. Yeah, it takes a serious amount of frustration for him to say anything like that. Because basically he said that, Sean Payton said he went to the GM of the Giants and was like, hey, that Jackson Dart kid's good. I was hoping you'd play Russ against us, type shit or something like that, as in like, we would have beat you if you like easily if you had Russ. But that's just disrespectful, bro. But yeah, anything else to add? I don't want to move on before he's sad.
He just had unlimited time that day.
Fuck's sake. The final segment of the weekly recap is my favorite segment of the week, Big Dog of the Week. Now, this week there's a few contenders. I still don't know who to decide to give this award to this week. Big Dog of the Week is basically just MVP of the week, but I had to put a little spin on it. Max Crosby, by the way, my favorite white boy in the league, watched his podcast the other day. They have a segment called like, what did I say it was called? It was called like Dog of the Week or something, Dog of the Day. And I'm like, hold on, Dog of the Day? Big Dog of the Week? What are we doing here, Max? You know what I mean? Welcome to the Cowboys anyway, I'll let you off. So, I want to give some honorable mentions, starting off with Jamar Chase. He had a game against the Steelers, 16 catches, 161 yards and a touchdown, averaging 10 yards per catch. That's a first down, bro. You know what I mean? Throw the ball to him. You're getting a first down. Honorable mention there. Another one goes to Jonathan Taylor. This guy seems automatic. He had a hat-trick of touchdowns again, 94 yards rushing, That's like his second or third hat trick of the season. I'm so mad that he's in Key's fantasy team and not mine. But it is what it is. We did try a trade earlier on in the season, but it didn't go through. I want to give an honourable mention before Key starts crying to Christian McCaffrey. He's not winning the award this week, but he's in the honourable mentions. 129 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. He had 7 receptions for 72 yards. The guy is on his way to 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving this season. It's crazy. But I don't want this to be like the MVP in the NFL, which is like a pure quarterback award, you know? But it's going to go to a quarterback this week because there's 2 guys I'm going to decide between. One of them is not getting the award because he plays for the Eagles, but he's getting a mention. It's Jalen Hurts. He had a perfect passer rating. I've got to put it out there. How many times do we say in this show we need Jalen Hurts to prove he can throw the ball? He did that against a very good defense in the Vikings. 326 yards, 3 touchdowns. We won't mention his rushing stats. I think he had like -4 yards rushing, but that was probably Neil's. I didn't actually watch the full game. But I'm giving Big Dog of the Week to a man that Q has just mentioned a lot as well in his biggest losers of the week. But this guy was actually the winner in that game. Big Dog of the Week is Bo Nix. Bo Nix put his team on his back in that third quarter. 33 points or something was it in the fourth quarter. 279 yards, 2 touchdowns passing. He also had 2 on the ground. 4 touchdowns for Bo Nix this week. And that's a big dog performance. So shout out to Bo Nix. Big dog in the house.
Big dog in the house.
Like I said, you're going to have
Big dog
a
on
back
it.
problem.
We can move on to our week 8 picks, boys. Are we ready? Because Key was looking frozen there. Are you good, Key?
I don't know if I'm back on my back.
I think, yeah, you're back. But like,
Yeah.
I swear your camera
my
froze.
shit literally just crashed for like a good 2 minutes. It was literally you were glazing CMC and I was about to just smile. I was about to give the most cheesy grin, and then everything just went.
Mine does it sometimes.
I'm
Like
back.
my camera's lagging now.
Yeah.
Like I'm moving slow as. I don't know
Nah,
what's
but it,
going on.
like everybody froze, including
Oh, and he's gone again.
me. Stop.
Okay, he's back. That was perfect timing. You know, that was as if he did that on purpose. You said everybody froze.
No, I saw it. I saw you looking up, and it looked like you got raptured because you were just stuck there.
Yeah, no, you were like Stranger Things, bro. I thought fucking Millie Bobby Brown was about to come in. But anyway, that's a thumbnail. Nice one, Key. We'll take that pose for the thumbnail. Yeah, CMC, bro, he had himself a game. You know, I was saying about Bijan Robinson being the best dual threat. Hold on, go on. Go on, Key. Say that again.
I'm still cooked. I'm still cooked. I don't know what's
Do you want to try Do you want to try restarting your shit real quick?
You good now, Key? Yeah, you think we good?
I think so. I think my laptop was trying to install an update while I was recording because when I closed it, it said 8%, and I was thinking, what the fuck is that talking about?
8%. My boy 8's coming back this
Alright.
week too. But let's jump into our week 8 picks. You see how everything's lining up with this 8? It's kind of crazy. We start off with Thursday Night Football. Minnesota Vikings at the LA Chargers. The spread on this game, 3.5 in favor of the Chargers, and Q is gone. Okay, what is going on today? Why is this like the most scuffed episode we've ever done, Key? Where did he just go?
I don't know. I'm so sad that I didn't get to hear the CMC glaze, man.
Did you hear we got
While
Big Dog of
Q's
the
gone.
Week?
No.
Oh, wow. Damn, okay, go on.
I literally heard you say, I've got to put
Yeah.
an honourable mention because Key'll get upset.
Hmm.
And then you were like, CMC had, and then you said there's 201 total yards. And that was all I heard. And then I heard, but Big Dog of the Week, that was it. And then I come back and was
And
like,
you-
Keys froze.
Alright, Q.
Hello, Q.
Bro's muted.
Right now.
Hello? Q.
Oh, no.
I think Key gave me a virus or something
Okay.
because I can't even hear anything that's going on right now. Did you guys hear me at all or no?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
we
hear
can
you.
hear you, Q.
Oh, I can't hear shit. I don't know why it's not working.
Goodness
Uh,
We were good like 30 seconds ago. So what's just
I know,
happened?
dude. I have no idea. I fucking Key leaves the call and gives me a fucking virus whenever he comes back because now none of my shit is working.
I just emailed Q a virus link.
Yeah.
Said this'll help. This'll help me come back.
It's about damn time. So,
Got 10 minutes of scuffness.
innit, can we jump into our picks now? Let's go.
Yep.
Starting Thursday Night Football, Minnesota Vikings at the LA Chargers. Chargers favorited by 3.5 points in this one. Does anybody want to volunteer to kick us off with this game? Go for it. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, please. Rock, paper, scissors.
All right.
Oh, I guess
I'll go ahead and do it here.
Okay.
All right. So I'm looking at this game. Obviously, the Vikings have an incredible defense, and the Chargers have been having questions on offense for these past couple weeks. But there's something in my mind just telling me that the Chargers are finally going to be able to put it together. They can't let this slide continue after the way they started, just like only beating divisional opponents. It feels like they need to get their shit together, and I think the Vikings is the perfect place to do it. They have a great defense, but the offense with their quarterback is still a huge question mark. I think both of their quarterbacks right now are questionable going into the game, but no matter who's in, I think the offense still has its struggles to work out. I think the Chargers are going to win a very close one.
Yeah, I was checking the injury reports around the league getting into this week's picks, and the quarterback position seems to be like the biggest question mark for a lot of teams this year in terms of who's going to start. Carson Wentz is the starter for this game. JJ McCarthy ruled out for another week. So if that changes your picks in any way, there we go. But Key, who you fancying on this one?
This one to me feels like a must win for the Chargers. I feel like it sets an example for the rest of the season that you're not just beating, like your divisional rivals and little poopy teams like the Saints, even though I don't know if they beat the Saints, but anyway, it's like, I feel like the whole season's been like win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. Like it's just been up and down. I don't think they've had this like steady, like class, I want to say, where they've just been winning and winning and winning and looking great. So I think this is where it starts. I think this is where they have a bounce back and they take the dub. I'm taking the Chargers too.
We got 2 for the Chargers, and first game of the week, we've got a different pick here. I'm wearing purple, and I'm going to represent purple in this game with the Minnesota Vikings. Give me the Vikings money line, but also on the spread, plus 3.5 underdogs. The Carson Wentz experience has been truly electrifying so far. It's been everything that the Carson Wentz experience presents itself to be. And I think there's going to be another one of those games where he makes some questionable decisions. That Chargers defense has some absolute dogs over there. But so does the Vikings defense. Blake Cashman back from IR. He played last week against the Eagles. And I know they got torched by Jalen Hurts. But I like this Vikings unit. I like Brian Flores. He's known to blitz. And I think we've seen with the Chargers this year, those losses have come when Justin Herbert's put under a lot of pressure. There's injuries to the O-line. Joe Alt, I think, is still out, and the right tackle for the Chargers out as well, or questionable at least heading into this game. So with that O-line concerns, I picked against the Chargers last week for that same reason, and I won because of it. So I'm doing it again. Give me the Vikings defense to win this game. Not even the offense, just the defense. But on that other side, bro, Justin Jefferson, Addison's back. TJ Hawkinson. Did you guys see his touchdown, by the way, which they said was not a touchdown? I think that was a fucking joke of a call. Absolutely crazy catch. Hawkinson, like Superman Key, has jumped out, caught the ball, literally like body prone in the air. And as he's landed, the ball's hit the ground because obviously his fucking arms are out there catching it.
Oh, yeah.
And then as he's rolled over and he said that it wasn't a catch, that's a catch for me, bro. I don't care. These catching rules are fucking stupid. And Dez caught it, Q, on that topic.
There's time left in that game.
Oh man, but yeah, give me the Vikings. Let's move into the Sunday games, which are now at 5 p.m. because the clocks move. So the game's going to be even earlier now. Instead of being 6 p.m. kickoffs, it's going to be 5 p.m. So fucking spooky season, you know what I mean? Is this our last episode before Halloween? No, it's not. We've got another week, I think, next week before Halloween.
Next week's pretty much the Halloween episode.
Well, why has Key got his mask on now then? Sorry, bro.
Come on.
Halloween outfits, chaps.
I was about to suggest that, and then that's what made me think of the joke to say you've got a mask on. My bad, bro. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Maybe we have a little we should just all teague time. That can be our Halloween outfits.
We're all going to be standing up, though.
Yeah, standing up.
We're all going to be standing up. Tea timed.
That is sensational. But let's move into those Sunday games then. We've got, first of all, I think this Sunday slate, it screams trap game galore. There's a bunch of teams with a negative record playing teams that are hot with positive records. So let's kick it off with the Dolphins at the Falcons. Falcons 7.5-point favorites. Rapid fire segment, I think, for me. Give me the Falcons. You know how much I love Drake London, Bijan Robinson. Michael Penix has had an inconsistent season, I want to say, so far. He's been a bit up and down. But this Dolphins team is one of the worst teams I've ever seen in my entire life. Give me the Falcons to win and cover at home, bouncing back after a tough loss against the 49ers. Key, who you picking?
Yeah, I'm honestly so tired of picking the Dolphins and the CTE QB. So I'm taking the Falcons and Bijan.
Q?
Yeah. Joe Barry's a terrorist. Give me the Bijan over every single day. Falcons easy.
Oh, man. Yeah. I love it. Bro, I'm not going to lie. Michael Penix pissed me off a lot last week with some of his quarterback play against the Falcons. I know, obviously, he doesn't pick the plays, but as a quarterback, you still have some control over the offense. The Niners felt like they were blitzing every single play, and I did not see one hot route adjustment. Even with Bijan Robinson, one of the best receiving backs in the league, just tell him to go on a little swing, and if the blitz comes, just chuck it out to him. I didn't even see that one time, bro. But again, it's his first season as a starter, whatever. Give me the Falcons, fuck the Dolphins. Another bum-ass team, we've got the 0-7 New York Jets traveling to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. Joe Flacco at the helm. Give me the Bengals again to win and cover, 6.5-point favorites. This is just a no-brainer. I'm never picking the Jets. I don't actually know if they announced who the starter for this weekend is yet, as of time of recording. I think Tyrod Taylor might start this game, genuinely, because Justin Fields has been arse. People talk about Justin Fields being a dual-threat quarterback. He is a dual threat. He's good and terrible. But give me the Bengals to win and cover. Q, who you picking?
Yeah, I want to say I did see that they actually picked Tyrod to be the starter, but whoever's starting, I think the Bengals are still easily going to win if they just keep spamming Jamar. So, give me Bengals.
It's so real right there. Just spamming Jamar. It's just so real. I think I'm going to take the Bengals too. When are we going to see this Jets first win, guys? Are we going to see it? I hope not.
Honestly, I mean, I thought they had a good chance last week of getting it against the Panthers, and it was a very low-scoring game, but still, it's a bad unit over there.
I told you. Yeah, I told you. The Panthers can keep it competitive with any team, and that is not always a good thing.
Oh, literally. Seeing Joe Flacco and Jamar Chase, obviously T. Higgins is an absolute baller as well on that offense, but when you're playing Madden, you get a bit of cash money coins come in, you go and buy that 1-star receiver to be your new wide receiver 1. The next game you play, every single target goes to that receiver, you know it. That's exactly how I felt watching Joe Flacco throwing to Jamar Chase. Gotta give credit to Jamar Chase, though, for getting open 16 times. He is the best receiver in the league, by far.
Could have been 17, to be fair. That drop.
He dropped one, yeah.
The drop?
I think, yeah, I did, yeah. That was the easiest catch of the game as well for him, wasn't it? And he dropped that one. But I think he's the best receiver in the league. I was going to say by far, but maybe not by far, but he is the number 1 in the league, honestly. JSN too. I'm just saying. Did you see, by the way, in fact, let me save JSN's on a bye week. Let me just mention this now. Did you see he got fined because he dunked over the goalpost as his touchdown celebration? For the highlights of that game, on YouTube, they used JSN dunking as the thumbnail. I'm like, you're going to fine the man and then try and profit off what you fined him for? That's just crazy work to me, I think. But
Isn't it like an automatic fine just for touching the goalposts?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy Graham broke too many of them.
I think it was probably an ode to Jimmy Graham, obviously the ex-Sea Hawk, wasn't it? But hey, JSN got some hops, bro. He's only 6 foot and he dunked that clear. There was one camera angle where it looked like he posterized the ref and it was so fucking funny. But yeah, he's on a bye week. I just wanted to mention him because I think JSN might be the best route runner in the league. Something with those Ohio State boys, man.
Whose fantasy is he in?
He's in my fantasy and he's carrying my team right now.
Oh, wow. That's why he got the mention.
No, he got the mention because he got the mention because he's leading the league in reception yards, and he's genuinely, if you watch this guy's route running, he is fucking silky with it. He's actually insane. Let's talk about somebody who's actually playing this week though. The Cleveland Browns. Big win last week against the Dolphins, but I reckon the three of us could beat the Dolphins. They're playing the 5-2 Patriots, 7.5-point favorites. The Patriots. It's a lot of points in the NFL, and the Browns have a great defense. But Drake May playing the way he's playing. Key, who you taking in this one?
You know, all season I don't think I've picked the Browns at all. But you're gonna have to call me Drake May lover from now on, because I'm not picking them today. I am picking the New England Patriots. He's just too good.
Didn't you just drop Drake May in your fantasy?
Yeah.
Don't love him that much then.
He's just too good. I needed the receivers, okay?
I submitted 2 waiver requests this week, and one of them got rejected because it was for Rashee Rice. I needed a new receiver with all the injuries I've been dealing with, and Key took the one guy I was after, which is why I've just made a little transfer, which you can check out later, because I forgot who I even picked up. But Q, who you picking? Patriots, Browns? Are you going with the Browns defense, or are you going with the Drake May MVP season?
You know, I think this one is the most to me that screams trap game, because the Browns defense has been very good this year. I still am just in awe of how Drake May is able to do so much with these so few weapons around him. But I think I'm going to stick with my gut. I think he can keep it going against this Browns team. I'm going to go Patriots. It might be closer than people think, but yeah, I'm sticking with the Patriots.
Yeah, I agree completely. I think this screams trap game to me. I'm taking Patriots to win, but Browns to cover 7.5. I just think this could be ugly. You know, all it takes is one little pick six from Drake May, or just even one pick with good field position. It could flip the game, make a 4-point win for the Patriots, something I can see on the cards. Another 7.5-point spread though in the next game. I thought I was tweaking when I read this in the pick'em. It's the New York Giants against the Philadelphia Eagles. They literally just played 2 weeks ago. I thought I was tweaking, but this time it's a reverse fixture. It's at the Eagles. The Eagles 7.5-point favorites. I believe they were 7.5-point favorites in the first game, which obviously the Giants went on to win. Who we thinking's going to win this one, Q?
I don't think there's any way that the Eagles let the Giants punch them in the mouth twice in 3 weeks. I think the Giants, they've shown over these past 3 weeks they can put up incredible numbers, but I think Philly has to have had learned a lot about this game. Like if they weren't fully prepared for the Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbo experience, I think they are now, and I think it could be another very close game. But if Jalen Hurts is throwing the ball in any capacity like he was last game, I see the Eagles winning this one. So it's going to be scary, but I'm picking Eagles.
I completely agree again. I don't see the Giants doing the double over the Eagles. With the Eagles being at home as well, it makes them obviously more of the favorites in this one. I genuinely like the Eagles to cover here, 7.5. I know it's a lot of points. I think, in the first game, I can't remember if I picked Giants to cover, but I think this one, with the Giants coming off the back of that loss, like that loss specifically that they took against the Broncos, that is just heartbreaking. That is a demoralizing loss, and that could make or break a team's season, I think, depending on how they bounce back from that. With a rookie QB as well, who is blaming himself for the loss, obviously, with that pick that he threw, he probably is at fault, plus the kicker, of course, but it's a tough one, and it's can the Giants bounce back? I'm betting on the Super Bowl champion Eagles to go out there, win and cover, and just pour another dagger into the Giants, who thought they had something going with those wavy white boys over there. Well, I think this is a big statement for the Giants to see how they can answer after that loss last week. Key, whose side do you want? Obviously, we have a fourth member of our little crew who is a Giants fan. So are you backing Tom's Giants, or are you taking the Eagles with me and Q?
In the back of my mind, I was thinking I might change my pick and pick the Killer Caucasians. But Q made the lovely point saying they're not going to get punched in the mouth twice, are they? So I'm sticking with the Eagles, sadly.
Yeah, man, it's spooky. If Malik Neighbors was still active, I think this Giants team could have been on a serious tear this season. But with him tearing his ACL, no pun intended, it's crazy. Did you also see there was like a league NFL meeting about the turf and playing surfaces, and like the officials came out and said that like MetLife is one of the best turfs in the league, and it's like okay, well, why the fuck does everyone keep getting injured there then?
Isn't it like
Yeah,
the
man,
most
sure.
ACL torn in MetLife?
And they literally said
I
in
swear,
the
'cause
report that like the statistics don't show any difference between like the differences in turfs and stuff. But I'm like, how does that make any sense? Because like you've just mentioned there, Key, there's literal statistics to say the opposite of what they're saying. But
I swear I seen something that was like 1 ACL at least a year on that turf.
It's, I think I saw a post where there were like 9 or 10 ACL tears on that field in the past like 2 or 3 years. And
'Cause
people get injured on every field every week, but that one specifically just seems to take out like everybody. Like you can't even play Rodgers on the Jets for more than 4 snaps before he tears his ACL there. You can't even play Nick Bosa or Saquon Barkley for 2 weeks before they tear their ACL there. Shit like that is just ridiculous. And I mean, MetLife has been campaigning more than any other team to be like, oh, let's get grass in for the World Cup. Get it for your players.
there's a lot of politics that goes into play with stadiums and the turfs and stuff. And at the end of the day, it's money. That's what makes the world go round. It's too expensive to have grass in a stadium that is also used for like concerts and stuff. Because with the turf, you can just roll it out, roll it up, put stages on top of it. But with grass, it's a lot more expensive to maintain. And that's the harsh reality. There's a lot of money in these players, though, at the same time, on the flip side. Like, how much is Malik Neighbors on? He's on a rookie contract, actually, so probably not that much. But still, millions of pounds, you know what I mean? So there's money on both sides of things, bro. It's an interesting conversation to have, but what do we really know, or what can we really do about it? You know what I mean? We can just watch the games from home. Another 7.5 point spread getting into this next game on Sunday. This is why I said it felt like trap game galore, because all these spreads being 7.5, I hate 7.5 spreads, bro. Because if you win even by the touchdown, you still get beat with that 0.5. It's the Buffalo Bills coming off a bye week, playing the Carolina Panthers. Talking about QB problems, the Panthers, Bryce Young out for this game. Andy Dalton is going to start. Can he get the job done? Q, what do we think?
Well, Bills are coming in on a bye week, and the game before was their complete disaster class against the Falcons. They've had 2 weeks to sit there and think about what they've done. I don't think they'll let it happen again against the Panthers, especially if they have Andy Dalton, and especially if they're rocking with silver helmets. So give me the Bills in this one.
I like it, man. Key, who you picking?
I feel like they really did have a chance if they had Bryce Young, but without him, I think they're dead in the water. So I'm picking Josh Allen and the Bills.
Yeah, I was disappointed to see that Bryce Young was out. The Panthers have been playing good ball this year. They've won some high-scoring games, like against the Cowboys with that field goal. They've had some low-scoring games, like against the Jets last week, scraped by on that win. And against this Bills team, you're going to have to put up points because, Josh Allen is going to go out there and put up points on you. The Panthers' rushing game this season has been crazy with Rico Dowdle coming in. Didn't like what they did last week, splitting the carries between Rico Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard. I know Chuba Hubbard. Is that even his name? Is it Chuba or is it Chuba?
It's Chuba.
Okay, Chuba. Because I was about to say Chuba, like Chuba Bubba. That's the fucking lollipop brand, isn't it? Hubbard, though. Why were they splitting the carries, bro? With Rico Dowdle, he played 2 games and was like top 5 rusher in the league. Keep that man going who's in the good form. You know what I mean? I don't get it. I know there's politics at play. There's probably contract stuff maybe behind the scenes we don't know about. But I think that's a stupid decision. Keep giving the ball to Rico Dowdle. He is running the air out of that thing. And I really want to pick the Panthers here, honestly, because I'm a Bills hater. I think the Bills think they are better than they are. Matt Milano is still injured, their best defender. And I really wanted to pick the Panthers, but I don't think I can with Andy Dalton at the helm. Do I just pick them to be different? No, I'm going Bills to win, but I'm taking Panthers to cover the spread, plus 7.5. Tetherone McMillan is going to keep them in the game. Jimmy Horn Jr., I'm ready right now. Is he ready to play with Andy Dalton? Let's find out. Moving on, we've got a 6.5 point spread this time. Moving down just to 1 point. It's the Baltimore Ravens. We back. Lamar Jackson is back. Everybody seems to be back, I think, apart from Roquan Smith. And he's just trying to catch up with the rest of the boys because he's got like 50 pace. But Ravens playing the Bears. Bears on a good roll this season. 6.5 points feels like a trap. I don't like it. Don't love it. But I'm picking Ravens to win and cover. You think I was going to say anything else with Lamar Jackson back under center? Give me the Ravens to win and cover. Key, who you taking in this one?
You know, if Lamar is back, which he is, I feel like there's no way you can pick the Bears. But the Bears are 4-2, man. I never thought I'd say it. Never thought I'd even. I mean, especially I know Q hates it right now, seeing that they are 4-2, and I really want to be different, but I don't think the Bears are the team that I can be different on. No,
Just
I'm
do it,
gonna
lads.
stick with the
Just do
Ravens.
it.
No, I'm gonna stick with the Ravens.
Because then you'll have to pay respects next week when we go out there and whoop the Bears. Make the Bears look like Winnie the Pooh. Make them poo the pants.
Baltimore country. That's right. Make them poo the pants.
Yeah, I think Lamar should be back, and it's at the bank. It screams Ravens win. Q, are you sticking with us? Are you riding with us? Are you flying with the Ravens flock, or are you picking the Bears? Me when she takes her bra off. Sorry, start again, Q. That's getting cut.
I was looking at this game and I was very torn because, like Key said, the Bears have been on an absolute tear. I saw a post that they're the only team to put up at least 21 points in every single game that they've played this year. And I was just looking for something, like some kind of sign to point me in one direction or the other. And recently, I found this new band that I really enjoy called Pleaser. And I know what you're thinking. Like, Pleaser? No, I'm just kidding. But, you know where they're based? They are based in Chicago, Illinois. And I cannot believe that I'm doing this based off a band that I found, but fuck it. Give me the Bears with an upset in this one. I think, like you talk about Trap Game Central, I think Lamar's coming back. Everybody's talking about, oh, the Ravens are going to get right. The Bears have been playing very well all year. Their defense has been incredible. I think it's going to be very close, but I can see the Bears eking out a win in this one. I'll be the one that's different. I'll be the one paying respects next week. I don't really care. Give me the Bears in an upset.
Guys, Q picked the Bears. Is this the start of the apocalypse?
Everyone's picking these rivals. Tom drafted like 17 Eagles in his Giants football fantasy team. You know what I mean? Q's picking the Bears. I think the sky might be falling. But man, I'm hoping Lamar comes back and just hits the ground running, because I think the only way the Ravens make the playoffs this year is winning that division now. 1-5. Can they go unbeaten the rest of the season? It's going to be a tough ask, and I think Lamar has to win MVP if they do. Let's talk about one of our other co-hosts' teams, though. It's the last on the slate for the 5 p.m. UK time games. 49ers at the Texans. Niners 1.5 point favourites for this one on the road. Kay, do you want to kick us off being the resident Niner?
Yeah, with pleasure. You know, this one's a bit shaky. If you
Shaky.
said to me,
Sorry,
it's a little bit shaky. It's one of them where it's like the Texans haven't been playing very good. I feel like I've not seen a good game from them besides the Ravens.
Oh yeah,
But
but
that's because the Ravens first. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
So
Don't do me like
that
that.
gives me an inkling to think, why wouldn't it be against the Niners? Why wouldn't they come back and drop a masterclass against the Niners? But I just think with George out there, George is back. George,
Yeah, you looked great last
run-blocking,
week.
No receptions, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's here for other reasons. Did you see his run blocking? Did you see him opening gaps for CMC? That's what we needed. We needed that for CMC's rushing. We needed that to get the rushing back on par to where it should be. And hopefully he gets more targets. I think he only got like 2, and one of them was like thrown at his feet. So I just think it's going to be a Niners W, but honestly, it would not surprise me if the Texans absolutely blow us out. But they are on a short week. This is a short week for the Texans.
Very true.
Niners,
Coming off that loss against
Niners
the
and 5.
Seahawks. Now, your team is so injured, and I just want to pick against you every week because of that. Because on paper, everything says to me, you know, like backup QB, pick against them. Nick Bosa injured, pick against them. Fred Warner injured, pick against the Niners. And every time I do, they let me down and they go ahead and win the game. They're 5-2 somehow. Kyle Shanahan is putting on a coach of the year performance with these guys. This Texans defense, though, is serious. The corners, Derek Stingley, the fucking front line, bro. Will Anderson Jr. Absolute dog over there. They got dogs all over the place in that Texans defense, but the offense, what is going on with CJ Stroud? Can we have the conversation? What happened to that guy? In the preseason, we were talking about, oh, Matt Stafford might have got cloned. Did CJ Stroud actually get cloned after his rookie year? Is the rookie CJ Stroud dead? Because is it CJ's fault? I don't even know, but I know the Texans GM has come out and said they're standing by the OC. Is it the offensive coordinator's fault? I don't know, but that Texans team just looks shit. I'm just saying it. The offense looks absolute shite while that defense is balling out. And I don't know which way to fall on this game. Texans with the points at home. No, I'm going with the Niners. I'm going with the Niners to win. And Niners on the spread. Nico Collins might not play this game. And I'm just hoping this is the week where I'm wrong and the Niners actually lose, because I also have a futures bet on the Rams to win that division. So I need the Niners to start losing. You're letting me down. You always let me down for money, Niners, and I don't like it. So I'm picking the Niners to win and praying it's reverse psychology they actually lose. Q, who have you got, bro?
You know, I said it at the start. The more injured this 49er team gets, that seems like the better they play. And you watched that Texans Seahawks game? Yeah, the defense was incredible, but also, did we just see an incredible defense, or did we see the old Sam Darnold come back and just things like that? But also, the Texans are just so arrogant with how they've been treating this offensive line. They traded away their best player and just filled it with a bunch of scrubs off the street, and they're like, "Yeah, we can still win this division. We've done it for like the past 3 years, no problem. Surely Daniel Jones on the Colts won't amount to anything. Surely all this new stuff at the top for the Jaguars won't amount to anything. Like, yeah, we'll just keep going on cruise control, trade away our best piece on the offensive line for what scraps it felt like. Like, I haven't seen any kind of return, especially not on the field on offense. So yeah, another very scary game, but I'm going with the Niners on this one too.
I was trying to think of the player whose player intro. It was a Jared Allen when he says, like, Jared Allen straight off the couch. That's how it feels with this Texans O-line. I think all
Just
of these
a few.
guys, I feel like all of these guys on that O-line, they probably picked them from the crowd before the game. You know what I mean? Like, there's probably a scales at the turnstiles to get into the stadium. And if you're over 300 pounds, you're going on that O-line. You know what I mean? I mean, they are in Houston as well, so there's a lot of 300-pound people in Houston, especially the women, but they can't play O-line in the NFL. But, oh, man. Let's move on before we get in any trouble. We've got an 8:05 kickoff. That proper threw me off again, because it's normally 9:05. 8:05, Buccaneers at the Saints. Tough place to go to play the Saints at home, but I'm taking the Buccaneers to win and cover. It's 5.5 on the spread. I don't have much to say other than Tez Johnson, MVP. Q, who we've got in this game, bro?
Yeah, I think, God, every game this week feels like a trap game. You have the Saints coming off of one of their worst performances of the year. You have the Buccaneers coming in, who have been pretty great, but struggled mightily against the Lions and also just lost their best pieces. I think the Buccaneers can still eke out a gritty win here, but who knows? Because sometimes you get Spencer Rattler, and he plays very well, and you can see him sticking around in the league as like a high quality backup quarterback. And other times you see him in leagues where quarterbacks get 100 points for a tackle, and he ends up with 98 points somehow. So give me the Buccaneers on this one. It's going to be scary, but yeah, give me the Bucks.
before that Lions game, me and Key were talking in work about Baker Mayfield and the Bucks, because I was saying I think Patrick Mahomes is the front runner for MVP right now, and Key was backing Baker. And I was saying to Key, like, I don't know if you remember this conversation, Key, but I was saying, like, watching a lot of the Bucks games, pretty much like every single games of theirs so far, there's some plays where Baker just misses open throws and he's overthrowing guys and he's not putting it just in a bucket like we've been seeing like Dak Prescott be doing all season. Even Sam Darnold, some of his throws, especially deep to JSN, he's planting it in a bucket for these guys. And I'm seeing Baker, yeah, obviously he's a dog. He won Big Dog of the Week 2 times in a row. Do you know what I mean? I'm not hating on Baker at all, but there are just certain throws where I'm like, damn, Baker, like, you've got to make that, you know? And then against the Lions, I don't know what was wrong. All of his throws were coming out high. He was overthrowing guys over the head. Tez Johnson, I think, is like, I don't even know, like 5'10", and Baker was throwing to him as if he was 6'7", but he's not. Sorry.
Can we kill this guy?
6'7". Anyway, Key, who's your pick for this game, bro? But yeah, in fact, I forgot to even finish my sentence. But yeah, Baker, MVP candidate, but he needs to work on these missed throws, bro, because he's killing me. But he's also backing my points up, and it's making me feel like I know ball. But Key, take it away, bro. Who have you got in this game?
I think this is going to be a big bounce back W for the Buccaneers. I think after last week, they've tasted sweet defeat, so they're going to come back and taste sweet victory, or bitter defeat and sweet victory. I think the Buccaneers win.
I like it.
Feet and sweet.
This guy thinks feet are sweet. I've got Levante David anytime interception here. I think Levante David, the old timer, gets a little pick on the rattlesnake. Can't lie. That's what I'm feeling. I can see it in my crystal ball of gambling. I don't even know. Gambling bets that I'm going to lose. Anyway, it's fucking yapping now. Let's move on to the late slate. 9:25 or 8:25. I keep forgetting the clocks are moving, for fuck's sake. Dallas Cowboys at the Denver Broncos. Broncos 3.5-point favorites. Q, do you want to kick us off?
If they start off anyway, like they did against the Giants, I don't think there's any magic that can save them this time. I think the Cowboys' offense has been exceptional all year. The Broncos have still struggled mightily, even though they pulled out one of the most improbable victories we've ever seen. Give me Cowboys in this one.
Key, who you taking? You taking the Broncos at home, or are you taking the Max Crosby Cowboys? Still manifesting that.
You know, the Broncos got a lucky win against this Giants team, and I know the Cowboys are playing immensely better than that Giants team, and I don't see them slowing down anytime soon. I really think Dak can lead them to a W. So I am back on the Cowboy train this week only.
How about them Cowboys? That's 3 for the Cowboys. Of course I'm picking the Cowboys. I don't care about Patrick Surtain. I don't care about Nick Bonito, even though that's my boy. Zach Allen. Yeah, the Broncos defense is sensational. Did you see Dre Greenlaw got suspended, by the way?
That was ridiculous.
So
I did see that. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, game-winning field goal. All the Broncos run on the field to start celebrating. There's a referee right in the middle of all the celebrations, and he pushes one of the Broncos players as if like, don't fucking jump on me, and then starts running away from the huddle because obviously he doesn't want to get fucking squashed by all these big jacked fucking guys in pads and helmets. Dre Greenlaw sees the ref push one of his players, takes offense to that, chases the ref down as if he's gonna fucking tackle him from behind, you know what I mean? A chase down tackle. Starts shouting at him. The game's over. The ref throws a flag. I didn't even know that was a thing that you could do. The game's over. What's the flag for? 5-yard penalty, but the game's over. Does that carry over to the next game? But Dre Greenlaw, he got fined his match check, and he's suspended for 1 game against the Cowboys. So that's obviously a blow for the Broncos. But their defense is solid. Front line, secondary. Riley Moss, though, it's a shame to say, being 3 white boys, but that white boy over there gets victimized every single game. It's got to be at some point, bro. He's got to look at himself in the mirror and think, every game, they're throwing at me. Do you know what I mean? He's got to notice it and realize that he is the weak link. So, to me, I don't really know how we're going to be lined up against the Broncos because CD plays a lot out of the slot. Are they going to put PS2 on CD and just say follow CD wherever he goes? Or will PS2 stay out wide and be on George Pickens? I don't know. But whoever Riley Moss is going to be guarding, just target him and you're guaranteed points. Dak Prescott's playing like an MVP. He's playing like the best thrower of the football in the league right now. We could argue that if you want. I know Aaron Rodgers is still going, but Dak is throwing that ball fucking perfectly, bro. Have you seen any of George Pickens' catches this season? Like, he's just running and he's just dropping in there, do you know what I mean? As he's running, he's not even having to make adjustments. Dak is playing out of his mind. I love the Cowboys, and I love Max Crosby too. Welcome to the team. I'm not going to stop saying that until they officially say it's not happening. So, I'm obviously picking the Cowboys, plus 3.5 on the spread. Give me that. Broncos, your offense stinks. All these quick screen passes. We need to get rid of fucking screen passes. Talk about the tush push. Q, I know you don't like this too because your play calling this season has been a complete arse. You have all these rapid receivers and deep threats and you're throwing fucking wide receiver screens every play. I hate it. Ban the tush push, but ban wide receiver screens. It's pissing me off. Grinding me gears. Let's move on to another game because we've been speaking about that one for so long. Unless anyone wants to jump in before we move on.
I mean, you talked about Riley Moss getting victimized. Did you see the worst defensive pass interference call of all time against him?
No.
The receiver was mauling him, and they called defensive pass interference, give it to him at the 1, and that's how Jackson Dart takes the lead. But I think all was righted in the end in that game.
Man, bully the white boy. What a time to be alive, eh? So, let's move on to the biggest spread of the week. This one's outrageous. I gagged when I saw it. 14.5 points. Colts hosting the Titans. It's outrageous, but I'm taking the Colts to win and cover. I do not care. The Colts put up 30 to 40 points a game. Can the Titans keep up with that? Not in my head. This Titans team is looking complete arse. I thought Cam Ward, he's the one for the future for the Titans, and I think he still is. But who's he throwing to? He's throwing to me. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's throwing to me. I love the Zombieland Selly, but Daniel Jones is going to hit it after a little QB sneak on the 1 because the Colts are going to go out there and smoke these boys. So give me Colts minus 14.5. That's an outrageous spread. 14.5 points in an NFL game. What am I thinking? Key, who have you got in this one? Obviously, I'm going to guess it's Colts. I'm going to guess we've all gone Colts. But I guess the question should be, do you think they can cover the spread?
I think they cover the spread. I think we're looking at another masterclass from GT and a Colts win. That's all I have to say. That
Colts team, man, I don't know if you saw the Daniel Jones interview where the interviewer said to Daniel Jones, like, you know, there wasn't a lot of talk about the Colts in preseason and stuff and about the pieces you had. Like, what is it that, like, we don't know about the Colts that's making you so good this season? And Daniel Jones just replied, well, it sounds like you didn't know much to begin with, which I thought was a cold little quip from Daniel Jones. That was cold, wasn't it, Key? But yo, he was like, it sounds like you didn't know much to begin with. And honestly, I've got to put respect on the Colts. The defense is balling out. Jonathan Taylor is unbelievable. Tyler Warren, the rookie tight end, is playing out of his mind. Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce, the receivers are balling. Everyone's balling out over there. We'll call it a quick timeout.
Sorry, I swore I could hear someone knocking at my door. Anyway, sorry, chaps.
It's all good. That happened to me before, and I just aura farted on the guy. I didn't even answer. I didn't even say nothing. I just answered the door and just looked at him, and he was like,
yeah, because he opens up the door and sees a grandfather clock.
Yeah, I was tea timing, so.
Bro walked down and he was.
The guy actually said to me, like, I'm sorry to interrupt. It looks like you're in the middle of something. I was like, yeah, I'm literally under center. The play clock's rolling, bro. Do you know what I mean? I was about to get the guy involved in the play. I was about to say, lad, we don't have fucking time for this, okay? Flip right double. X jet 36 counter naked waggle on 3. Ready? Fucking break. Get in the huddle. Get your head in the game. Get my head in the game. Where were we, boys?
I'm sorry, guys.
Did you make your pick, Key?
Yeah, it was Q's pick.
Q, go for
Yeah.
it. 14.5-point Colts. Are you
Yeah.
taking them to cover?
I think this is the best chance for any ridiculous spread like that to be covered this season. Cam Ward, I'm pretty sure, has had at least one turnover in every single game he's played so far. He'll come out with a few plays like we saw at the start of the Patriots game. He had an absolutely beautiful deep ball to the end, but then again, just another one of those trying to cock it back and it just slips straight out of his hand, going for a touchdown the other way. I hope he doesn't do anything like that, but I can see another interception, whether it's tipped or not. I can see Jonathan Taylor with another 3-touchdown game, just like clockwork at this point in the season. And yeah, I see the Colts winning this one pretty handily.
Yeah, man. It's a fucking crazy spread, but that Titans team, and they just suck. They've come out and said that Simmons is not for sale, and you've got to do something over there. You've got to trade something because you need pieces. You know, obviously the Cowboys were inquiring about Jeffrey Simmons, but I don't know, bro. The trade deadline, by the way, I think is November 4th. So over this next 2 weeks, we're gonna see some crazy trades. I'm anticipating. Can't wait for it. It's gonna be wild. Let's move into the next game then. Is this another Monday night doubleheader? No, this is a Sunday night game. Yeah, okay.
This is not the game we've all been waiting for.
This is the game we've all been waiting for, especially this man below us. It's the Aaron Rodgers homecoming game. We'll let Q take the floor for this one, being the Packers fan. It's at Pittsburgh. A-Rod against the Packers. The spread, Packers 3.5-point favorites. Do we think A-Rod puts a dagger in his old team? You know he's going to have a chip on his shoulder, Q. You know he's going to be thinking, I told you not to trade or fucking draft Jordan Love. I told you not to do that. What do you think, Q? Take it away, bro. Start us off.
We got two incredible quarterbacks coming into this game. We got one who is for sure a first ballot Hall of Famer, an all-time incredible talent, just proven time and time again that he can play at an MVP level. And on the other side of the field, we have Aaron Rodgers. Nah, man. Honestly, this is the most terrified. This is the most terrified that I am going into a game this week. The Steelers, their defense has been incredible all year. Our cornerbacks have been doing just not great at all. You got Aaron Rodgers versus Keyshawn Nixon and Nate Hobbs. Just think about that for a minute, right? And then also, I don't know if you guys know this, the last quarterback to go into Pittsburgh and win. Can you guys guess who that is? He's an old head, so that might give you a hint.
Go into Pittsburgh and win. Wait, there
go
was
into Pittsburgh and win.
At all for any team?
For the Packers.
Oh, for the Packers. Was it A-Rod?
Bart Starr.
Damn. Was that black and white days? That before they had color on the TV?
That was Super Bowl 1 and 2 days. That is absolutely ridiculous. And that is why I'm so terrified of this game. You have an all-time great Aaron Rodgers going up against these shoddy corners. You have Jordan Love in this offense that has not been doing great as they want to against this terrifying defense. And just all of these factors going against the Packers. And it's going to be very, very tough. But if anybody can finally go into Pittsburgh and get a win after Bart Starr, I think Jordan Love's the guy. So I'm rocking with the Packers, obviously, but it is a very, very steep hill to climb.
I've tried to watch some Packers games this year, and there's just something missing, I feel, Q, from your team. I feel like you're missing, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a star wide receiver, because I look at your wide receiver core, and there's talent there, but I don't know who the real number one is. You know, I don't know who's the guy that you can rely on. Tucker Kraft is an absolute dog at tight end. Obviously, Josh Jacobs being there. But there's something missing from your team. I look at the Steelers on the other hand, and I think the Steelers front line's been great. I don't know if you're still dealing with injuries on your O-line, but coming up against Cameron Hayward, TJ Watt, Patrick Queen's been having a good season. But I think the Steelers secondary have been suffering. Jalen Ramsey's been getting abused a little bit as if he's Riley Moss. I think Jalen Ramsey's lost it. If you just watch any of the film, he's not the same Jalen Ramsey from back in the day, you know. They obviously traded away Minka Fitzpatrick to the Dolphins. And the Steelers defense sometimes... Bro, I mean, do you remember that first game of the season where they played the Jets? The over-under was 38 points, and the Jets damn near put up 38 points on them. It's crazy. It's such a tough one to pick. I think it's. I was going to say a game like this is going to come down to a fourth quarter pass rush. Can you do that? We saw last week you guys had a fourth quarter pass rush because Micah Parsons is on your team, but then the Steelers have TJ Watt. Do you know what I mean? Both teams have that fourth quarter pass rush that I think is necessary in this game. I'm taking Steelers plus 3.5 on the money line picks. Give me Steelers too. Give me A-Rod. I love storylines. You know me. I'm a storyline guy. Give me A-Rod to play his old team and get the W. I mean, have you seen this offense on the Steelers, by the way? They've got every single play, like 7 O-linemen, and one of them's a tight end who's 6'7". Oh, no. And he's like 350 pounds. Darnell Washington, is it? I might have just made his first name up, but that Washington guy at tight end, bro, he is like a freak of nature. But I'm taking the Steelers in a low-scoring game. A gritty one, though. Key, who've you got?
You know, when I first started watching, I was a little bit of a cheesehead. You know what I mean? I thought they were Gouda. Sorry, awful joke.
Can we kill this guy after me?
This is definitely on the watch list, guys. Anyway, I really would love a Steelers win, and I was gonna pick the Packers because I think Aaron Rodgers he's gonna be wanting the win, so he's gonna be trying some like hellacious throws, and I feel like it's gonna get them in trouble. But the only thing that is selling me on a Steelers win is Pat Fryermuth. So I'm gonna pick Pat Fryermuth. I'm gonna change my pick live on show, and I'm taking the Steelers.
Pat Fryermuth, who's had like 9 receptions this season, he's the reason you're changing your pick.
It is.
I mean, unfortunately, the tight end has been a super big weakness of ours. You saw Trey McBride go off. You've seen a lot of other guys go off.
I saw Trey McBride go off on my bench in fantasy.
I don't hate that reasoning, but yeah, it's going to be a very great game. Steelers unfortunately ruined it with their throwback uniforms, but we'll all still be there no matter what.
Also, Pat Fryermuth got 2 touchdowns last week, guys. Can we just...
He did. But like I say, the Steelers...
Big dog of the week.
Big dog of the week. Didn't Darnell Washington get one last week as well? Because he did the 6-7 celebration. Or was that the week before? I can't even remember. But yeah, they're running 12 personnel. They're running like fucking more than 12. They're running 13 sometimes. Jonnu Smith, obviously, they picked up from the Dolphins too. So they're running Jonnu Smith, Pat Fryermuth, and Darnell Washington at tight end. A-Rod has big options. DK Metcalf, obviously, I forgot about him, bro. Actually forgot DK Metcalf. He's basically another fucking tight end as well. He's built like one. Just a big physical team over there in Pittsburgh, and that's what the Steelers, I think, stand for. That's what I think about when I think about the Pittsburgh Steelers as big, strong men. The hell? Why did he say it like that? Who the fuck is this guy? Anyway, let's move into the last game, the Monday night game. Let's wrap this video up with another crazy spread. It is the Kansas City Chiefs at home in Arrowhead against the Washington Commanders, who I believe will be led by Marcus Mariota. I think JD5 is out. I don't know for sure. The spread, though, 10.5 points. Again, when they make these spreads and it's like 3.5, don't like it, because what if you win by a field goal? 7.5, what if you win by a touchdown? Don't like it. 10.5, you can't even get the touchdown and field goal combo. Like, that's just an ugly spread. But we saw what the Chiefs did against the bum-ass Raiders last week. And I know the Raiders are absolute shite, but the Chiefs, they went out there and did what we all thought they would do. They got Rashee Rice back, as Key will know, because he picked them up in fantasy. Yeah, man, it's a healthy Chiefs team against a struggling Commanders team. Give me Chiefs in a blowout to win and cover the spread. Key, who've you got in this one, bro?
Yeah, I agree. I think this is like the point where the Chiefs start to get into that stride of just wins and the ultimate Super Bowl win. Great, epic. But I think they wiped the floor with the commies, honestly. Especially
commies? Can we call them that?
Playing. Yeah, Q calls them the commies all the time.
Yeah, I thought that was like a Russian thing. I didn't know if we were allowed to say that.
It is. It is. But, you know, you gotta talk shit, so...
Come get me, I live in America.
Yeah. I'm not with these guys.
But yeah, I think they wiped the floor with them, and hopefully Rishi Rice is a big factor, even though he's not starting for me. But anyway, Chiefs in 5.
Q, what about you, bro? Round us off.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I don't know if I can say anything that you guys haven't already. I think this is easily going to be a Chiefs victory, just exactly like Key said, is probably going to be the start of the Chiefs gaining a lot of momentum, and then they'll play the first half of the season like it was a huge underdog story, like they always do. And oh my gosh, it's so incredible that they made the postseason, and I'm sick of it, but it's going to happen. You learn to live with it. Chiefs win this one, and that's it.
All right, man. Well, that's the end of our week 8 picks. Let's put together our pick 6 parlay. As always, gamble responsibly. This is just for fun and entertainment. We are not sponsored by any gambling organization, by the way, just to put that out there either. That is an advertisement for anyone who wants to pay us some money to put your name on the show. Key, do you want to start us off with your 2 picks? Because you said...
I would just like... So, my first pick is going to be the Niners to cover the spread. But I have a second pick, and it involves me taking off my headset. So just give me 1 second.
I thought he was going to say taking off his top. Oh, I love it.
I don't know if you guys can guess who I've got for an anytime touchdown scorer.
Christian McCaffrey again? Really?
Say his name, Key.
I'm taking George Pickens.
There we have it. George Pickens, let's add him to the parlay. Man, I love that. Oh, that's fucking class, bro. Q, do you want to hit us with your 2 picks? Because I'll be real, I don't even have any, so I'll just go off whatever you say.
Yeah. Well, first of all, this guy's been playing like the MVP. People are even shouting it at him. I got Tez Johnson getting the touchdown this week.
What? That's why you're my guy, bro, because I was thinking Tez Johnson.
Bro, I'm so your guy, because you know who my other guy is? In a revenge game, I got Javonte Williams anytime touchdown.
Ooh.
He played for the Broncos. He was exceptional as a rookie there. And then for some fucking reason, they're just like, nah, I don't think we need you anymore. And just kind of kicked him out on the street. Cowboys picked him up. He's been playing exceptional. I have no idea why these teams have these exceptional rookie running backs and look at them the next year and are like, yeah, I don't think I need you anymore. Like James Robinson has 1,000 yards for the Jaguars, falls off the face of the earth. Damian Pierce has 1,000 yards for the Texans. Where's he at? Javonte Williams, almost the next victim of that cycle. Thank God Cowboys picked him up and he's been able to show what he can do. And yeah, I got Tez Johnson, Javonte Williams. I am just being Coach Winner's boy right now.
I love it, man. I love it. I completely forgot as well. It's a revenge game. I forgot to mention that. I love me storylines. So I'm with you right there. Tez Johnson. Give me that. I'm adding it as we go, by the way, so I can see the odds. Javonte Williams, Tez Johnson, Niners. Who was your TD pick? Oh, yeah. How could I forget by looking at this guy? This is like the 3rd or 4th pick 6 that we've done where we've got 2 Cowboys scorers, but we're scoring like 80 points a game, so I don't mind it. And Pickens didn't get one last week, so this is his bounce back game, to go and get one. So, it's up to me to make 2 touchdown scorer picks. And I'm taking, first of all, Bijan Robinson against the bum-ass Miami Dolphins. I think that's an easy pick. The odds are so low on that because it's just so obvious it's going to happen, but let me take it anyway. And let me play it safe again because I'm a pussy and I'm playing it very safe. Give me Delaney Walker's guy, Jonathan Taylor. He is 5-14 on the odds to get a touchdown. That is kind of crazy. We might have to take Jonathan Taylor for 2 tuds. If you put £10 on Jonathan Taylor to score, you get back £13.50. That's not even worth it. But we're adding it to the parlay. Jonathan Taylor, Bijan Robinson, Tez Johnson, Javonte Williams, George Pickens, and Niners plus 1.5. If the Niners let us down, Key. I actually hate that we've got 1 spread in there because I know for a fact it's going to let us down now.
Can I change it? Can I change my pick?
Go on, bro. You look so. Oh, bro. You look like that guy in that video. Why can't I wear a SHEISTY? Why can't I wear a SHEISTY? You know that guy.
Say some racist shit right now. Why can't I wear a SHEISTY?
You look like Buzz Lightyear. Oh, bro, sensational. Go on. Who do you want to throw at us?
I'll change the Niners spread.
If you say Pat Frymouth, I'm not changing it.
I'm gonna go.
He's got to think now because that's exactly what he was.
Please do not pick like a team who's like. Do not pick anyone from the Chiefs and do not pick anyone from the Steelers. I beg. Unless you want to give me Hollywood Brown, then I'll take that.
Let's go. Sean Barkley.
Don't mind it. Don't mind it.
Against the Giants.
Oh, another revenge game. Let's just make a revenge parlay. I love it. I also low-key think Jamar Chase is an easy pick here to play in the Jets. And
I was going to say Jamar, but...
I think Sauce Gardner. I was going to say Shamar Gardner. That is not his name. Sauce Gardner, I think, might be injured, but fuck it anyway. Yeah, I like it. Don't mind it. And that returns £378 off 5. That's nice. Got me feeling nicey right there. Why are the odds so high? Tez Johnson is making it high, but I like Tez as an option there. Give me that, boys. Love to see it. If you want to tail the boys, make sure you send us 50% of the profits if we win, because we deserve it. Any last remarks, boys, before we head out for week 8? Anything to say?
No, man. We'll see. We'll see how many traps we fall into this week because it's looking like the scariest one so far. You would have thought this was the Halloween week, but no, man. I'm just excited to see what gets going here.
Yeah, man. It is feeling like a week of Yu-Gi-Oh! Falling into trap cards, but hopefully the trap I fall into is... I don't even want to finish the sentence.
Yes, trap.
And on that note, we'll see you next time.
Exactly. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibes.
On that note, wear more SHEISTYs, guys.
Yeah, let's normalize white guys wearing SHEISTYs. Where'd you even get that from, Key? Shit's so funny. You look like Among Us. Oh, it's from go-karting. Oh, that's sensational. Man, oh man. Well, yeah. Like, comment, share, subscribe, boys. You know the vibes. We'll catch us next week for another electrifying episode. Take it easy. Oh, okay, that was worth the wait, bro.
I can't even fucking look at you without laughing, bro.
That part where you had it under your lips and went, "Can I change me pick?" That shit was fucking comical.
Yeah, you had it like around your neck and it changed your voice a little bit. Can I change my pick?
That shit was comical. Lad, I forgot to even mention the teams on a bye week. It doesn't fucking matter. If your team's on a bye, you suck anyway. Apart from the Seahawks, in fact, the Rams don't suck either. And the Jags are playing decent, and the Lions. Just the Cardinals and the Raiders. You guys are absolute arse.
Seahawks, Niners, and Rams are all 5-2, and the Cardinals are 2-5.
Yeah.
Do you see the Cardinals haven't won a game since?
That's crazy.
Just saying. Cut this out, but just saying.
I'll definitely be cutting this out. I don't want no fucking... who's a bum-ass team I wanted to mention? I can't even... Oh, Seahawks. I might have a sick fucking Seahawks jumper on the way, which is random as fuck. But I was speaking to someone, and they had a Seahawks like hoodie on. It was like from a thrift shop, but it's like the OG Seahawks logo. So it's like, it must be like fucking 50 years old or some shit, bro. Just passed through the generations. And they were like, you can have it if you want it. I was like, shit, okay. JSN, let me rep my boy. You know what I'm saying? Well,
Can't believe it.
This bro's collecting teams like Infinity Stones.
Next week. So this week, guys, I'm also a Seahawks supporter.
Nah, you see, I don't fuck with the Seahawks.
Ravens and the Seahawks.
I don't fuck with the Seahawks.
We're gonna do the intros, and it's gonna be like Key with the 49ers. Cusick with the Packers. And Scott's got a list of like 7 different teams.
What can I say?
Scott's got
I like
everyone
to rep.
besides the Packers and the Niners.
I like to rep my guys. No, I might put Packers on there because Mike is there. You know what I mean? But it'll just be the 49ers and never going on the list. Nah, I don't fuck with the Seahawks because when I first started watching them,
what if Max Crosby comes to the Niners?
He won't.
It's rumored.
He's a cowboy. It's
Bro,
already.
if you talk that Max shit into existence, I'm gonna freak out.
By the time this video goes up on YouTube, Max Crosby will be a cowboy. So don't even talk about being a Niner because he's just not.
In the corner of the edit, you should put like recorded on blank at this time. So when the news does break, you just be like.
That's why I'm manifesting
it
and just, you know, looking ahead to be like he's already here type shit, you know. What I was going to say with the Seahawks, though, when I was young and first got into the sport and I was just on the Cowboys, and I used to play, like I had 3 mates who I played with. One of them was a Panthers fan. One of them was a Packers fan, Q. So I've always had beef with the Packers because this is also back in the day when with the Dez catch as well. So this has been beef brewing since then. And the other one was a Seahawks fan. So it was always beef because he was on the Seahawks during Legion of Boom days and he was so fucking buzzing about that defense. And to be fair, my whole defense on Madden used to be like the Legion of Boom, basically. Bobby Wagner, I had Earl Thomas, I had Cam Chancellor, and I fucking loved Earl Thomas and Cam Chancellor as my safeties and ultimate team on Madden. But yeah, I don't support the Seahawks, but JSN, you know what university he's from?
Shut the fuck up.
You know what university he's from? You know what they do with that wide receiver position? It's pretty cool, though. It's pretty cool. I like their old logo. It reminds me of like fucking Egypt. Did you clock me? Like, Clark, sorry.
Seahawks.
It's to spite you.
Honestly.
It's to spite you. I just think it'll look good on the video, honestly.
Divisional fucking rivals.
Hey, Sam Darnold's playing good this year, bro. Cooper Kupp's not. Throwing interceptions.
Are we dressing up at all for next week?
I have nothing to do. Why? What are you thinking?
I got something I could do.
That's a surprise.
What are you thinking, Key? It's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
He's going full George Pickens. Watch him come with the SHEISTY on and blackface.
With the Cowboys, I'll have a Steelers jersey
with a cowboy hat on.
And a Cowboys jersey. I have a plan. It has nothing to do with blackface and George Pickens, but it does involve a mask.
Okay. What was you thinking, Q?
You guys can bully me for this. I don't care. I was looking through my closet recently, and I realized from a couple Halloweens ago and what feels like a lifetime ago, I had a matching outfit with somebody, and it was a dog. It's just like a little pajama suit with a dog hood, dressed up as Big Dog of the Week.
Big Dog of the Week. That is sensational.
The dog. I don't got the dog in me. I am the dog.
You can do one of them, like, you know, where people are dressed like as something random as fuck, but then they treat everyone as if like you should know what it is. It's like, I'm Big Dog of the Week, obviously. Like come on, get with it type shit. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll do it. I already look like enough of an idiot on the show.
I might get the little Dewey that CMC wears, a white one, and wear my white CMC jersey and just be CMC.
You could do that, you know. I have like no costumes or anything that I could throw together unless I went out and bought something. So I don't know. Maybe I'll see what I might be able to throw together. I mean, like I might just show up as me because I'm basically like a fucking vampire anyway, type shit. You know what I mean? Like, look how fucking pale I am. Wow, that's payback for the mask comment before, I guess.
I'm one.
Yeah.
I'll wear my Kane mask, my Kane WWE mask.
Or I'll just wear the Seahawks jersey and then it'll scare Key. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I'll have to have a think. I'm trying to think of something like football themed, but then I don't know. Maybe I dress up as like a killer and I can be OJ Simpson.
You got a lot of jerseys to choose from.
Black gloves and a knife, and I'm OJ. Like, the gloves don't fit, bro. What do you mean? Yeah. I just put them on like the end of my fingers. The glove don't fit. You must have quit. Yeah, boys. Entertaining episode. I loved every minute of it. Thanks for joining. I need to go and make a thumbnail in the next 45 minutes, which means I'm going to procrastinate for 40 minutes and then make the worst thumbnail you've ever seen within 5 minutes. Because that is the way I always do. Got me feeling shiesty, did you say?
Crab Shiesty. Crab
Crab
Shiesty's got to be on there.
shiesty, do you want that as your new intro name?
But young Crab Shiesty.
Bro, that episode when you said, is young Crab, that shit fucking fried me, bro. That was so funny. Oh, man. I'm trying to think for real what I can do, but I don't know, bro.
You should get a bunch of syringes and you can be the Niners medical staff.
Film outside.
Just homeless.
Yeah, film outside.
Just paint a couple teeth black and just come in.
What, don't paint anything else
Homeless.
black? I know what you're like.
Holeless. Whoa, what the hell?
Yeah, boys, I'm gonna have to dip. Love. I was gonna say subscribe to use to as like an
Subscribe,
outro.
lads.
That's crazy. Subscribe.
Yeah.
See you next week, boys.
Yeah. Subscribe, Crab, actually watch a video. Have a good one.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's gonna have to. He's involved in this one. He wants to see the edits I put on his face while
You
he's
get to see
gone.
Big Dog of the Week, you see, so
Exactly. He missed Big Dog of the Week because he said that he heard me say CMC and then just vanished, so he didn't actually hear who got it. Don't spoil it for him because he needs to watch the video and find out.